today we are going to be doing bone painting. Okay, let's see what we have in our kit today. I see that we have different colored paints and a paintbrush. Okay, what you're gonna need to do is get a little container and fill it up with some water so you can dip your paintbrush in it and clear out the paint. So I'm gonna put mine in there right away, get some water on there, and I'm gonna put it in the blue. Now sometimes you need to move it around in your paint because it could be a little dry. So you just wanna rub it around in there, and then you can color with it here, or I should say paint. And I can paint however I choose to paint. I just let my imagination go and just go with it and have fun and just whatever color all of a sudden comes in my mind, like I think I want some black. So I'm gonna find black over here, and I'm gonna make sure it gets really wet, and I'm gonna do maybe a couple straight lines with my black. All right. Now if it gets too watery, you don't want that either, because then you don't really see the color. So you want to have enough water on your brush, but not too much. All right, I'm gonna rinse that out. Now what would happen if I didn't rinse my brush every time I went to a new color? You're right, it is going to mix the different paints all together, and then you wouldn't see a different color when you paint. I wouldn't see blue and black. I would see one like switched up color that you wouldn't know the difference. So we want to make sure and wash our brush out every time. And I think I'm going to do a little red this time. So I'm going to do red, but this time I think I'm going to do some dots. Oh, I like that. Well, I think this time I want to do a little green. Now, did you notice? I cleaned out my brush. This time I think I'm going to do a little wiggly lines. Ooh, I like that so much, I think I'm going to do it again. Let's see what this one looks like. Well, did you see that? So I've got some dots, I've got some solid colors, and I got some wiggly lines. Now let's see, if I wanted to do some yellow, I almost put my brush into the yellow, but it still had green paint on it. I'm going to rinse it out, and I kind of like put it on the side just to dip some of the water off of my paintbrush, and now I can get some yellow. That would have been really scary if I would have put the green into the yellow. Then I wouldn't see the yellow paint, would I? But if you do, because I have done it before, I have to say, then you just take a Kleenex and kind of wash it off your yellow, and you're back to starting again. So no harm done. All right, I think I'm gonna do a couple of, as long as I stay with the yellow, I don't have to rinse. But if I go to a different color, then I need to add water to my brush and clean it out. All right, look at that. So again, the nice thing about painting with lots of colors is you get to paint however you want. Make your bone as colorful, or you can use all one color. I could have done all red on my bone. It doesn't matter. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining me today with bone art, and we will see you next week.